Good day, my name is Patlele, and I'll be sharing my own reflection on the lesson that I have taught in grade 9, and the subject was LO, life orientation, and the topic that we focused on was about study skills. And the goal for this lesson was to help learners identify useful study skills. That's number one. And number two, explain how different techniques can be applied, and also help the learners create their own study timetable. So basically, I wanted the learners to walk away with a practical tool to improve their learning. So to start, I used PowerPoint slides, and I also used the YouTube video whereby it was talking about study habits and study skills. And also I asked them simple questions, which include how do you usually prefer to study or prepare for a test or an exam. And again, I asked them which study method helps you remember the best, which study method works for you. And this got learners talking about their own experiences and made the lesson feel relevant. My role here was to guide the discussion and introduce the objectives. And that's when learners participated by answering, sharing, and also watching. And on the SAMR model, this was argumentation because the video and both the slides made the lesson more engaging than us being on writing on the chalkboard. And that was our introduction. When it comes to development, learners worked in small groups to talk about time management, talk about note taking, mind mapping, and also the very important one, avoiding procrastination. Each group had to use Canva because it's a very user-friendly website and also an app to build a study timetable for themselves, which they presented after class. And my role here was to guide them and also support them while they work in groups and share ideas. So this activity reached the modification level of the SAMR because technology allowed them to create and present digital products that went beyond paper-based work. So when it comes to consolidation, it was time to wrap it up. So learners completed a quiz, and that quiz was enough to give me feedback on whether the students understood what we were talking about, and also I observed and learned that there's still more learners who needs attention so that they can be able to understand. So my role here was to monitor the progress and also discuss the answers and also clear any confusion in case there's any student who is confused. When it comes to roles, I was the facilitator, so I guided them, I explained and gave feedback as well. And when it comes to the learners were active participants, which they discussed and they collaborated, they made sure that they worked together, created a digital timetable, and also reflected on their habits. So for my own reflection, the lesson went successful. It was a very successful lesson. Learners were engaged, motivated, and also showed better understanding of the topic that we were focusing on, which is study skills. If I could teach this again, I would prefer to give it more time so that the learners practice more to create study plans and give each other feedback, a peer feedback, and also so that it can be easier amongst them to learn from each other. So as a facilitator, I made sure that each and every learner could participate by using visual like slides and also YouTube videos, and encourage them to work in groups also, and giving them extra guidance where it is needed. And I put in a lot of challenge for the advanced learners to add long-term goals to their own timetables. So doing this, it gave each and every learner a chance to succeed. So in conclusion, integrating ICT made the lesson more engaging and also meaningful, because learners not only understood study skills but also had to apply them in practical ways, which supported their academic success. I think that was everything, and yeah, I think that was everything. Thank you so much for listening.